What is going on, guys? Austin here with Everything and Anything COD, another episode, and today what I'm bringing you is a video on how to set up your mods for your PS4 FPS StrikePack Dominator. Now, my first video seemed to do pretty well for the StrikePack, so I'm going to make another one specifically just for the mods and how to set those up, because that seems to be a bit confusing to some people and how to follow the instructions. And I'm going to be going over not every single one of them, but some of the more popular mods, I'd say some of the more useful ones. So first thing you want to do is, if you haven't updated your StrikePack yet, you want to update it. Go to StrikePack.com and follow the instructions on their website, and then you'll have it updated in no time, and it'll be on the latest firmware. Now, so the first thing you want to do is obviously put it in mod mode. So this is how it is when you first turn it on. The eyes are glowing white. That's tournament mode. That means only the paddles work. So first thing you want to do is hold the left remap button, then click the right remap button, and you just saw the eyes turn blue. Now it is in mod mode. So the first mod I'm going to be going over is the adjustable burst fire, which means you can set your weapon to burst only a certain amount of bullets. If you want to do that, it can help conserve ammo and help your accuracy. So I'm going to be reading off my phone the instructions to do this. I have most of them memorized. I don't use the adjustable burst fire, but I know this might be useful to some people. So adjustable burst fire is class 1, which means you follow these LEDs up on top of the StrikePack. So to enter class 1, which is primary weapon fire, you're going to hold left on your D-pad until the LED bar goes away. Now see, the first LED on the StrikePack is lit up. That means you're in class 1. Adjustable burst fire is mod 4. So you would hit triangle to go up a class, triangle to go up a class, triangle to go up a mod, circle to go down a mod. So you would hit triangle once, that's mod 1, triangle 2 again, mod 2, triangle a third time, mod 3, and triangle a fourth time, mod 4. Now it is on adjustable burst fire. So now that you have it on adjustable burst fire, there's a couple things that you got to do before this works properly. First, actually, let me set this StrikePack to Black Ops 3. Default, every time, not every time you turn it on. I did a master reset on mine. So that means I'd have to set it on Black Ops 3. Right now with the new firmware, default it is on Infinite Warfare. To set this to Black Ops 3, you would hold right on the D-pad until that LED changes, and then hit R2, and you got 2 purple flashes. See, 2 purple flashes, now it's on Black Ops 3. So now that it's on Black Ops 3, and you have the right class and mod set, there's a couple more things you got to do. First, you have to put it on the right bundle. So for the adjustable burst fire, there's different bundles of weapons that they have preset that you have to put it on in order for it to work. The Vesper happens to be bundle number 2. So to change the bundle, what you're going to do is you're going to hold left on your D-pad, so you're in mod mode, and then you'll go up a bundle by pressing R1, which means you saw those 2 flashes. Now I am in bundle number 2, which is for the Vesper. Now, depends on how many shots you want. So let's say I want to do a 5 burst on the Vesper. Using R2 will increase it, and using L2 will decrease it. So you saw it flash twice purple, so that's 2 burst fire. There's 3 burst fire, 4 burst fire, and then 5 burst fire. Now you can see on the background, this is how it's going to look. Oops. See how it did 5 bursts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say I want to make it 6. I would hold left on the D-pad to go back into mod mode, press R2 to go up 1. You'll see 6 purple flashes. Well, I was out of ammo. Here we go. There's 6. And then that's how you would do the adjustable burst fire. So now I'm going to turn that off, and we're going to show you guys the anti-recoil mod. If you want to turn something off, all you have to do, let's say you want to completely turn that off, all you have to do is hold left on the D-pad while you're in that mod, press the touchpad, you'll see that red flash, that resets it back to nothing. So now let's do the anti-recoil. So anti-recoil is class number 3. So you hit X or square to go up a class and X to go down. So in this case, I want LED 3 to be lit. So I'm going to press square once, that goes to LED 2, square twice, that goes to LED 3, that is anti-recoil. I want anti-recoil always on, so that is mod number 1 within that class. So like I said earlier, triangle to go up a mod, so I would hit triangle to go up, and that means anti-recoil is always on. So let me see how this anti-recoil is without adjusting it, because this is an adjustable mod. Sorry, I normally play with my controls flipped, so I'm used to using the top two. So as you all can see, it still has a good bit of recoil to it. So for adjustable mods, you're going to use the top two triggers, L1 and R1, to either make the increments higher or make the increments lower. So in this case, we want to lower the recoil on this baby. So that L1 would be to lower it, R1 would be to increase it. So in order to show you guys just how effective this is, I'm going to lower it way down so you can see very easy. So we're going to click this a bunch of times to bring this recoil way down, and that's definitely... So now when I shoot my weapon, you can see it pull down on the screen. I'm going to lower it even more to have a more drastic picture on the screen. We're going to keep lowering it here, keep lowering it, keep lowering it, keep lowering it. It's going to go way down. And that's as low as it can go, actually. You saw the red light go off. That's as low as the anti-recoil can go. And this is now how the Vesper shoots. And you can see how it works with a single shot weapon such as this pistol. You shoot, goes down. So that's how the anti-recoil works, and it is fully adjustable. So let's say I want to, let me go run off the cliff here so I can die and reset my ammo capacity. So let's fine tune this. Let's say you want to bring the recoil back up because nobody needs it that low. R1, like I said, will increase it. So we're going to hit that a few times. Bring the recoil back up on this. Test it out. As you can see, it's still way too low. So we're going to bring it back up again by pressing R1 again, just like we did a second ago. And you can see the LED bar turning green. That means it's positive, so you're bringing it back up. As you can see, that makes the Vesper pretty steady. You can fine tune it to however you want. And that definitely makes the Vesper a lot better. So, now that we've done anti-recoil, we're going to switch to, let's do primary. We're going to do rapid fire. So what rapid fire is meant for, it's actually not meant for automatic weapons. That'll actually make it slower. What rapid fire is meant for would be single shot weapons such as the Shiva, and all it does is it would act as if you had the rapid fire attachment, but also you don't have to keep clicking the button for semi-auto weapons. It will keep clicking by itself. So I'm gonna reset this completely. So like I said before, you're going to hold, let's see, left on the D-pad until it goes into mod mode, click in the touchpad, and that'll take anti-recoil off. It'll reset that mod. Now I'm going to put on primary weapon fire. Primary weapon fire is class 1, so that's going to be LED 1, and that's going to be mod number 1. So we're going to hold left on the D-pad to go into mod mode, and right now I'm at class 3. I want to go to class 1, so you hit X to go down a class. Now I'm in class 2, hit X again to go to class 1. Now I'm in class 1, primary weapon fire is mod 1, so I'm going to hit triangle. And now primary weapon fire is on. So instead of the Shiva, you having to tap it to shoot every time, instead of having to single tap the button, you can now hold it. And then if I turn that off, if you guys are familiar with this game, you obviously know what the Shiva is like. You can't hold it. It doesn't work. You gotta single tap it. But if you have this on, all you have to do is hold down the trigger. So it does make jumping and aiming a lot easier. You don't have to, if you're shooting at somebody while you're in midair with this thing, you don't have to keep tapping it. You can just jump and go. So, and secondary, for your secondary weapon, it'll work the same way. It's just going to be secondary weapon fire is mod number 2. So I would go hit square to go up 1, to go up a class, triangle to turn on the primary fire, and then if you had a pistol or something, that's how you would do that the same exact way. Another one, let's see, another popular one that I showed you, adjustable recoil. Let's turn on auto run. So let me reset this, like I said, left on the D-pad for mod mode, and then pressing the D-pad, that'll get rid of that. But it only works for that class that you're in. So let's say you want a master one, or you have 3 mods on, you want to do a master reset, you want to turn all of them off without having to go to each separate menu and press the touchpad. You would hold down on the D-pad for about 5 seconds, you're going to see the LED light bar go off, and then you want to press options. That'll reset all of them. You'll get a rumble, the controller will rumble, and that means every single mod is now turned off. You don't have to go to each separate class and hold left and press the touchpad. So now I'm going to turn on auto run, which happens to be class number 5. So you're going to hold left on the D-pad, and you're going to press triangle. Oops, let's see. Just kidding, guys. You're going to hold left on the D-pad to go into mod mode. It's class number 5. So I want to hit square to go up. That's class 2, class 3, class 4, and class 5. Class 5 is auto run. Hit triangle to go up a mod, which is always on. And now all I have to do in order to run is simply press up the thumbstick. Maybe. Oh, that's why it's not working. I went up too many. So let me hit X to go down 1. There we go. Now, I just had to adjust, guys. I went to the wrong class. But same thing, you go to mod number 5, or class number 5 on the light bar, which is LED number 5. Press triangle to turn it on, and then all you got to do is press up on the thumbstick. So let me back up a little bit and show you guys. You can see all I'm doing is pressing up, and you're running. That's all you have to do. There's no more clicking in the thumbstick. Now, I don't really use the left paddle mods and the right paddle mods, and I have not experimented with the drop shot, but let's turn it on and see what happens. So let me do a master reset. Now guys, this is live. This is the first time I've ever used the drop shot mod, so we're going to see how this works out. So the drop shot mod happens to be class number 6. So we're going to hold left on the D-pad to go to mod mode. Let's see. I am now in class number 6. It is a 6 LED light. I know it's hard to see, but that is a 6 LED light. And we're going to press triangle, which is rapid fire drop. So, let me pull out my weapon here. Apparently, with the way I'm reading it, this mod will be activated as soon as I press circle, which it did work exactly as explained in this instructions. So I turned on the drop shot mod, and then as soon as you press circle, which I happen to have my left paddle remapped as circle, so as y'all can see, here's my left paddle. Let's see. Well, if I can get this out of the camera, there you go. There's my left paddle. As soon as I click that, it drop shotted, just like it said in the instructions. If I were to press triangle again to go up another mod, that would be, okay, so that's if the paddle is enabled. Okay, so I'm just reading this and figuring out myself, guys. But that's how you turn on the mods. It's very simple to figure out which, like let's say when I showed you the Shiva, to figure out how many times I pressed triangle, all I did was read the instructions right off my phone. So it's as simple as that. And that's how you activate the mods. That's how you use them. It works for Modern Warfare Remastered. They work on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I believe there's a Battlefield mod. There's an auto spot mod for Battlefield you can turn on. And it's all self-explanatory. It's right in the instructions. But if you guys don't understand, just let me know. Put in the comments your question, and I'll get back to you within a timely manner. I even